I started to draw at the age of 4. Nobody taught me how to paint. I just felt this energy coming through me, and I had to show it to everybody in the world.
Akiane Kramarik is an internationally recognized 15-year-old prodigy who lives in Idaho, USA. She is considered the only known child binary genius in both realistic painting and poetry.
I am just using my gift to inspire people to live a better life, to live with more happiness and more love and hope.
When 4-year-old Akiane began to draw sketches and her vivid visions of heaven, with no previous exposure to books or television, her parents realized she had a gift. At the time, Akiane's family did not believe in God or discuss spiritual matters at home. But seeing her sketches and hearing her vivid descriptions of heaven, her parents realized that there was a whole new reality that she was able to perceive.
Fantasizing. She was very practical. She didn't play with dolls. She didn't like fairy tales. And she liked everything very serious. So when she was talking about these galaxies and intergalactic experiences and God, I knew whatever she was seeing, something was really there for her.
Since a very young age, Akiane's spirituality shone, and its deepening could be seen over time in each new painting. She always remembers God.
Earlier in life, he spoke to me face to face, but now it's more, he's speaking to me with sounds, with shapes, with sometimes animals even, but mostly with like the paints, as if it's like talking to me in paints. I know it's kind of hard to understand that, but it's like each time I pick up that brush or from my palette, I feel we're connected. I don't need to talk to him. I already know that he's there. It's kind of hard to explain, but you know, I don't think it's never going to change dramatically. All I know is he's always going to be with me forever.
Akiane's art appears to emerge so naturally when in fact she works with intense diligence. Recognized as one of the most accomplished visual artists at an international level, Akiane has also been interviewed by many magazines, newspapers, and television programs, such as The Oprah Winfrey Show, CNN's Lou Dobbs Show, and World News Tonight with Peter Jennings. Many of her fans ask her what is the secret to her success. She answers with 10 of them, the first of which is dedication and passion.
She is probably one of the people that she works the hardest. She gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning. No matter what happens, she always goes to her studio. Akiane's favorite saying that she doesn't wait for inspiration, and the inspiration waits for her. And that probably explains her personality the best.
Sometimes it really takes me 15 hours to 400, 350 hours to paint a painting. It could really vary, but at the end when I'm looking at my painting, I just feel so much a good weight off my shoulders. I feel so relieved. Each little painting is different. Each little painting has an emotion and a meaning and a story behind it. And that's why people could relate to it, to a specific painting better than the others. And I know when I'm finished with that painting, I feel that someone has hope for that day.
Akiane introduced us to some of her magnificent paintings.
This is, above all, one of my favorites. It is actually my baby brother, Aurelius, and this is called The Wonder. And, you know, in this painting, I just had a blast painting him. This is actually the biggest portrait I've ever done. And I just felt that child expression that I was thinking, why can't we just be like a child for a day? Because all they're doing is they're having that wonder, that adventure of experiencing new things. Well, you know, this is actually my self-portrait, and I completed this when I was 11 years old in acrylics. Co-creation is, I believe, every single one of us could achieve. And in this particular painting, I'm co-creating with God. I'm painting a star, and He's painting a star. I'm taking that paint and making a new stars and galaxies. And as you see, I don't have a palette. The whole universe is my palette. And I just wanted to show people that they can co-create also. We just have to open our hearts and open our eyes.
Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Our interview with prodigy, artist, and poet Akiane Kramarik continues when we return.
When I pick up that paintbrush, I feel as if my gift is never going to end. I feel all the paintings that I've done like 4 or 5 years ago, at that time I thought it was my full limit, but now I'm realizing there is no limit. It's endless. Everything that I have is endless, and everything everybody else has is endless.
Welcome back to Enlightening Entertainment. Throughout her burgeoning career, artist Akiane Kramarik, now age 15, always wished to paint all of the world's ethnicities, embracing diversity and unity of God's creation. Although she does not live in a culturally diverse location, chance encounters and perhaps her sincere longing have allowed her to do so. Much of the proceeds of Akiane's paintings go to supporting good causes, especially for children in need.
I believe the hope for my future is simple, is to, of course, spread my message is love, but also try to partner with different charities around the world, and especially we're actually working with the Smile Network, and to bring smiles to children, and that's my goal, is to have all the children to have a smile on their face.
To Akiane, the truth of art is simple.
Everything is combined into one word, and that is love. If we really look at it, everything is connected. Everything is one. Even all the emotions are one. And that's why I decided to be on a healthier lifestyle, because I feel so much better. I feel more complete.
At around age 12, Akiane chose to become a vegetarian.
When I switched to that path, I figured out there was no reason why should I eat another life? It bring me more energy, is more hope. Each time I see an animal, I feel a connection with them, that I just don't want to take a life. So I'm glad to be a vegetarian.
She just explained that she cannot kill animals for her consumption, and she actually eats very little. So that was my concern, actually, that she was eating so little, but she thrived, and she was very healthy. She had a lot of energy, and she would pray a lot. Sometimes I would go to conferences with her and to museums where she would for days not eat anything, and she would say that the light is feeding her. And her gravitating towards completely vegan lifestyle is completely normal for me. I completely support her. I'm actually proud of her.
We need that nature. We need that connection with the animals, the water, the green grasses. We just need to be in the nature to comprehend it. But I do believe in time we will actually switch to that.
To Akiane, meditation is also a natural part of her daily life.
Mostly, I just go up in my little tree house and just close my eyes and just don't think of anything. Just think of the moment, the second, the leaves, the wind. We have to have that power, that strength, just to let it go for a few minutes. It's not going to hurt. For me, it brings so much strength, so much realization that everything is so beautiful. Everything is meant for a reason.
I think that any encounter with any geniuses, prodigies, or people with extraordinary talent, your life changes, and it's never going to be the same. My life has transformed. I became more spiritual, and I and my husband, we started praying together as a family, meditating, discussing diverse consciousness, and we, I think, became happier, more joyful, more peaceful, more compassionate towards others because of her.
While speaking about meditation, Akiane shared her thoughts about Supreme Master Ching Hai, whom she had known and felt an affinity with.
Because everything that she does is just incredible. Like, she's one with everything, especially the nature. And we live in the middle of nature. We live in the forest, so it's really nice to go and just to meditate and just accept everything. And what she does is just, it's brilliant, and I believe everyone should do that. Every single one of us. It doesn't have to take, all day, but at least a couple of minutes a day just to soak in that wisdom of nature, because it could teach us so much. That is just, it's unbelievable. But I totally side with her. And I want to become just at least a little bit like that. Actually, this painting is called The Quantum World. And I painted this about a couple years ago when I was 11 years old. I had no idea what a quantum world is. I picked up a canvas. I just started painting what I thought was interesting. I started painting like different forms and different objects, the DNAs and things like that. But it turns out there was a quantum scientist that actually visited our home. He just looked at me and said, "How did you know that actually the quantum world works that way?" And actually, I had a few encounters when I started visiting these places, especially the galaxies. But I wanted people to know that there are so much life out there. We're only in this Milky Way galaxy. And with the technology that's growing and growing each day, there might be so much more out there in the near future. And with my paintings and with my poetry, I could show them a glimpse of the lives there. I want to recite a poem. I wrote this when I was 7 years old. It's called I Am. I open a small shell. Inside, I find something small, like a pearl. And I hear the Spirit say, each feather is a gift from me. The only reason the flight between you and me is straight is because I let you and because you fly. Answers pour from my thick truth, harden only questioning mouths. I waste the years of only the arrogant. Inside the small shell, I find I am.
For more information about Akiane, please visit www.artakiane.com. Thank you, and may heaven continue to bless you, beautiful Akiane and family. May your wondrous masterpieces keep reminding us of the divine, as we pray that our planet will soon be splendid and light-filled as your visions. Gentle viewers, it was a pleasure having your company today. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for words of wisdom after noteworthy news. May the godly perfection of life's every moment be treasured.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/EE